Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody. Got a bunch of coins here for y'all today, both raw, and we got a whole bunch of new slab stuff in for all y'all slab lovers. How you doing, BSUs? Good to see you. But yeah, I'll give a second for all y'all to hop on in, and let me find something fun to buck and go. Let's start the day with a buck and go medieval Indian coin. Buck and go Sultanate of Delhi. About 15 seconds. Bilin for Ghani. A nice medieval India here. But yeah, Sultanate of Delhi, they would have been in northern India and in Pakistan, southeastern Pakistan, northern India. They at this period they would have had eventually they would have taken over much of the subcontinent. I'm not quite sure how much they had at this period, but this one is a Bilin for Ghani. A little bit higher of a denomination than a lot of the things in this group. Mainly in this group we have 2 Ghanis, but yeah, this one's a 4, so twice the size, or I guess twice the worth. But cool little medieval India here from 1320 to 1325 under Gayas al-Din Tughlaq. That would have been the dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty. And sure, Pop, thank you on that first purchase. Congratulations. I really hope you enjoy that coin. All right. Oh, look at this. Keeping on the Indian theme here, we have a cool Kingdom of Mysore. A bit later here, 1837, be around when the time this one's dated. But it has a really cool design on it. Absolutely fire lion. Yeah, really cool design with the lion. 1837 written below. And then there's a nice reverse. But yeah, 20 cash. You can read XX cash. Cool denomination. But yeah, nice 1837 lion coin, lion Indian coin. And in the name of Krishna Raja Whittier III would have been I think at this period that it would have been British who would have had control of Mysore, but they would have kept the old dynasty just as like puppets, really. So it's just in name only. He would have had no power in this period. And Astro K, thank you. Congrats on that. Hope you enjoy. And giveaway is up, everybody. Wish y'all luck. But yeah, giveaways coming up in 4 minutes. Let's do another one of those Mysore coins. Same type as before with the lion. Buck and go. 22nd. But yeah, there's your lion again. 1835 is the date on this one. Bit of a shaggy lion. It's pretty cool. And then reverse. You can once again see 20 cash, XX cash on the top. That being the denomination. But yeah, cool little copper Indian coin from the 1800s under British controlled Mysore. And I'm Jay in the lead on this cool lion coin. And thank you. Hope you enjoy. First purchase, too. All right. Let's do a bean money. In a second since I've gotten to hold one of these. Cool little Japanese bean money. We're asking 31 on this as a start. This one is 6.3 grams, 6.33 grams, but yeah, little alloy, silver alloy, basically Bilin, so lower percentage silver. Chunky little bean money, quite unique in the grand scheme of numismatics. Kind of looks like a little egg. Yeah, I agree. This is a pretty cool one. We had tiny little egg-shaped bean money here. And treat, thank you. Let me do one more of those. This one's going to be bigger. This one is 12 grams, so twice the weight basically as the last one. Another Japanese bean money. This one is 12.86 grams. And there we go. But yeah, It really does bend up that flip. That's true. We almost were using the 2.5s for these just because of how much they bend up the normal 2x2s. But we decided to keep them in the 2x2s. But yeah, definitely a chunky little piece. And I'm Jay. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. Let me grab one more while we're here. Let's see. This one is smallest of the three. Plant them and grow more silver. Not a bad idea. Get yourself a bean money plant. Oh man. Alright. This one is 5.23 grams. Smaller than the other two. Still quite cool though. It's a nice little punch. I mean, they're good websites. It really depends on the period, Steven, but in general, like if it's anything after the 1500s, Numista is a pretty good website. If it's Islamic or something like just Eastern, Zeno.ru is a good website. But I think in general, Numista is a pretty okay place to start. And thank you, Farida, on that. Now let's move from the bean money into a piece of bullet money. Thai bullet money, 1/8 baht. Buck and go on this Thai bullet money here. But yeah, small little piece, but definitely a little interesting. Interesting shape. We're at $1 where we're starting it at. But yeah, cool pieces here. I don't know much about them, unfortunately, so I can't really give y'all much info. And sure, Tree, I'll try and find that request for you. Oh, giveaway winner's going up. Let's see who gets it. And Pal, congrats on the giveaway, Pal. And I'm Jay. Thank you for that. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, cool bullet money piece heading your way. WY 5521. 11. All right. Here's that requested coin treat. This one is a Sultan of Delhi 2 Ghani. Buck and go. Under Nasir al-Din Khusro. This one has the date 7/20. You can kind of see the 20 right by where my finger is down there. You see the 2 and the O, just barely. But yeah, Nasir al-Din Khusro, he would have been a scarcer ruler. He would have actually only ruled for a few months. But like in this period, they were minting a decent amount of coins, so you can get coins of him relatively easily. But in general, he's just a guy who just ruled a few months. So definitely quite cool. Little short-lived ruler. This is Nasir al-Din Khusro, Bill 2 Ghani. Nice looking coin, and thank you, Treat. And Ezekiel, I'll try and find that for you. UA 10. 101309. Okay. Found that coin for you, Ezekiel. A little ancient Greek piece from the region of Troas, city of Hamaziktos. But yeah, you have a head of Apollo facing right on this ancient Greek coin, and then you have a lyre / Canthara on the reverse. But yeah, Apollo and the lyre, basically that's one of his main symbols, musical instrument, where I think Apollo's the god of music or something similar, which they often show him with lyres on there. It's just a good piece of iconography. If you see a god holding a lyre, it's typically going to be Apollo. And thank you, Team Demos. Let's do this little Mauryan Karshapana. BC India silver coming up. Mauryan Empire. Little stamped Karshapana. Give me 1 second to get the right one. Oh, we got them at a buck and go. Let's see how they go. BC Indian silver here. Mauryan Empire with these stamps. And then there's the back with one stamp on the back. Any walkers? No, I don't think we do have any walkers, unfortunately. We're at $8 on this BC piece of Indian silver right now, but cool little coin. All basically the stamps were there are plenty of theories about the stamps. Like some people are thinking that like certain stamps are like signifying different mints. Some people are like that's like a standard, like a weight standard. The first stamp or the second stamp would be like a weight standard, and then you have a few that like would identify like a money or like a location. Like they haven't fully been figured out what each of the stamps mean, but plenty of theories going around. And they're definitely a cool piece of history. And first purchase on that, you're okay. Thank you. I don't think we have much U.S. in general, so I'm inclined to say we don't have any Franklins either, unfortunately. Let's do this Chaton here, brass Chaton coming up. 173. Yeah, Louis the 15th, brass Chaton from the 1700s. But yeah, there's the laureate head of Louis the 15th, Louis the 15th, right? And then here's the reverse. See legend Amat Aurelia Condre Sekela or something of the sort. Sure, I botched that pretty bad, but Gemini gonna pick that up. Thank you, Gem. All right, let's try this piece of silver here. Silver Canada coming up. We're asking 21 looks like. This Silver Canada 1945 King George VI, 50 cents. But yeah, George VI, silver, 1945, 50-cent coin. Be a cool little Canadian piece. World War II Canada silver. And giveaway winner, let's see who gets it. Zay, congrats on the giveaway, Zay. But yeah, hope you enjoy the giveaway coin. But yeah, we appreciate you for hanging out. And we're at 31 right now on this Canadian 50 cent. And thank you, MJ. And bronze too. Congrats on the bronze, MJ. All right. Let's try this Kabad Sasanian Empire coin. Yeah, Sasanian Empire Kabad the First, his second reign example of the Sasanian Empire. But yeah, there's the bust, and with the crown, that crown is indicating that it's Kabad's second reign. And then you have your fire altar flanked by the two attendants. On the right, you have the mint. And no bids, no worries. Put that back. Sure. You want me to rerun that Sustanian coin, TD most? If you do, I'll grab it for you. Yes. All right. I'll run that next, and I'll try and find the requested coin. But first, let's do this Canadian cent. 1909, King Edward the Seventh penny. We're at $1. Yeah, I'll got it. I'm just pulling it out for you again. We're at $1 right now on this Edward penny. Get cool in 1909, Edward the Seventh Canadian penny. Decent looking chocolatey look. Okay, where's that? And S-Man, thank you for that. Hope you enjoy. And let me get that Sasanian coin again. I just have to find where I put it back in. All right, found that one. rerun it for you really quick. And then, yeah, I'll try and get those 3 requests. Any raw Greek silver? I'm not sure. It might be. I'll try and take a look. I'm not sure we have too much of that stuff just in general, like in inventory, but yeah, I'll take a look. If I stumble across any, I'll totally grab it for you. But yeah, Sasanian Empire, Cavad the First, and thank you, Treat. There's another Cavad I'll grab in a second. I'll do it right now while we're, just because I had it out. But same, oh, this one I get uploaded? Never mind. Yeah, this one I think was a misupload. But yeah, let me get those requests. UA 1013. All right, here's this, the one requested by Last Druid, and then I'll try and find some of your requests ender after. But Buck and go on this little Greek bronze coin. From the region of Lesbos. Yeah, little Greek bronze. This one, once again, you have the head of Apollo. You can kind of see it, laureate head of Apollo. And then you have a bull. Yeah, head of a bull, kind of going backwards. Yeah, tiny Greek bronze. Basically, in this period around 400 to 300 BC, northwest Asia Minor. So basically, modern day northwest Turkey, they would have made tiny Greek bronzes, which in general, as far as Greek bronzes go, that's like the only period pretty much that you have like tiny Greek bronzes around the 400 BCs in that one region. I'll see if I can find another one. I know I grabbed one that was unfortunately misuploaded. I think it got swapped for the wrong coin, but I think actually no, we have a few. I know they're here somewhere. I saw them when I was loading up. Yeah, let's see if this one got put in. These ones are more recent buy. Yeah, here we go. Shapur the Second, a little bit of a better ruler, which is why we're having a bit of a higher start in the 44. But Shapur the Second, earlier ruler. There's Shapur, and then there is the 2 fire altars, and then you actually have a bust on top of the fire altar on these earlier ones. Yeah, cool little Sasanian dram. They're a bit of an earlier ruler. These ones they're smaller, but they're thicker too than your standard Sasanian dram. So it's definitely a bit different to hold compared to your standard one, which is normally wide and really thin. Agathocles. I'm not sure we do today. If you type Agathocles in the shop, if we do have one, it would populate, and you can tell me the SKU. I'll try and get it. But what was that? 055 and 056. All right. Here are 2 of the requested coins that you asked for Ender. 1911 Canada, Buck and Go, George V. Any first century Roman coins. We do have a few in slabs. I'm not sure if we have any raw, or at least any imperial raw. Any Judean silver? I do not believe so. Yeah, I don't think we have any Judean silver. We have plenty of Judean Pruta. If you're interested in the Pruta, I can totally run a few Pruta for you. They're all slab, but yeah, plenty of Pruta. Mainly procurators. Actually, we have a ton. Oh, really? Okay, cool. All right. Here's this other one. Queen Victoria, 1895. 1 cent. But yeah, I'll try and find that for you, RD Hunter. And yeah, Josh, I think we have plenty more Sasanian if you're interested. I can get them for you. I'm just trying to get caught up on requests right now. So it might be a second. Might be a few coins till I get back to the Sasanian, but I'll try and get them as soon as I can. 604. Any graded Marcus Aurelius? Yes, we do, CG. I can find one for you in a second. Okay. So over here, unfortunately, I don't think I'm seeing that the King James shilling right now. It might pop up later, but yeah, I'm not seeing it in the normal spot, unfortunately. But let me run a Marcus Aurelius while we have him in front. This one's a Marcus Aurelius as Caesar. So as Caesar under Antonius Pius, but you still have the bust of a young Marcus Aurelius. See how much we're asking. We're asking 139 on the Marcus Aurelius as Caesar in the slab. But yeah, a little head of Marcus Aurelius and then reverse. There's the reverse. In the NGC holder. I don't think we have any with grades if you're interested in one with a grade. I think they're all no grade types. But yeah, I think they're around that condition typically. Sure, I'll try and find that requested coin. 111.
I'll get the grade request.
Oh, you'll find the grade request?
Yeah, it's going to be in a box. Unless it's on the desk.
All right. We'll get that grade request for you in a bit. But yeah, I'm just not. It's going to take a second though. I'm Jay. Let me do this Indian piece, a little bit of chunky Indian copper. Half paisa. I'm just talking to Delhi. Nicest Lucius Verus. I can take a look. The Islam Shah half paisa. A little bit chunky, but cool little 1500s piece of Indian copper here. But yeah, I think numismatically this type is considered Sultan of Delhi, but they're also, I think historically, they're considered to be a Sur Empire, who would have been a slightly different empire. They're still quite cool, both on Northern Indian groups. And Stephen Ma, thank you. Any cheaper Marcus? I don't think we have any cheaper Marcus. And nicest Lucius Verus. Might take me a second to. I probably won't be able to pull out the nicest Lucius Verus, but I can pull out a Lucius Verus. I think this was just the nicest of the two or so I looked at, but I couldn't tell you if it's the nicest in the group we have here. But here's at least a Lucius Verus I was able to pull out. I don't really have time to go through, figure out which one's the nicest. But yeah, Lucius Verus Denarius in the NGC holder. Yeah, cool little piece. Adopted brother Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, fun little ancient Roman silver, and thank you, MJ. And let me grab another one of those Sasanian now. I think I can. There's another Shapur II. This one is slightly different than the last. The last one was a small flan, but slightly thicker. These ones are a little bit of a wider flan for this series. That's pretty nice. Nice looking attendant with the little bust on top of the fire altar. And there's your Shapur II. Yeah, nice looking coin. Yeah, Josh in the lead, and thank you, Josh. Hope you enjoy that one. Nice sustaining coin heading your way. And I'll grab one more while I'm over here. Well, this one has a really nice look. I like the look of this one. Oh, thank you, Isaiah. Smaller flan. So another one of those ones was a smaller flan. But I think it has a good look to it. Like, I like the color that it gives, like a little bit of golden highlights. I'm a fan of that for sure. And Worm Dirt, congrats on the giveaway. Sure, Last Druid, I'll try and find that in a second. But yeah, nice little Shaper the Second Sustanian Dram here. And thank you, BS Hughes. Hope you enjoy. All right. Alexis, the first Christ coin heading your way, coming up right now. Where's that? The Byzantine Italian featuring Christ. They have Christ on the obverse, and then you have Alexis the First on the reverse. Yeah, cool little Byzantine bronze coin, Christ bronze coin in the Christ NGC holder. And thank you, MJ. All right. 790602. Okay, here's the requested stater. Tarsus stater coming up right now. But yeah, you have the satrap on horseback on the obverse, and then you have a kneeling hoplite on the reverse. But cool little BC chunky stater here from the city of Tarsus in Cilicia, region of Cilicia. UA 10. 1806. All right, here's the requested Canadian piece. Looks like it has a little dent in the back, just as a heads up. So some minor damage in the back. I'll just show it off right now, just so you know what you're looking at. Yeah, 1880 Canada. So a little bit of unfortunate damage in the back. Yeah, still cool 1800 silver Canadian coin. Tiny little. Yes, sir. We will do just that. Oh, there we go. Buck and go. Here we go. The boss man. I'm one in the buck and go it. Here we go. 1880 Queen Victoria silver 5 cent. And sure, coin loffer. I'll try and find that next. Indeed. Yeah, 1880 Queen Victoria 5 cent. Fun little piece of 1800 silver, small Canadian coin. And thank you, Ender. All right, 101739. Here we go. Oh, look at that big old taller. Marie, did you typo on the start price? You put 50 on the start. Taller. Do you want the SKU? I'll run that one in a second.
It's a reach.
All right, I'll give you a second to properly title that. But I'll get that other request. I'm assuming it is. But yeah, we're going to have Isaiah fix that title really quick. You put it in correctly? But 50? Start?
Yeah, that's like round
Yeah, sure. 50 start, restrike, taller, 1870, dated, or sorry, 1780. Got my order confused.
Pretty much everything that's 1780 is appreciated.
Yeah, big old restrike taller here. But still large silver coin. Round size silver, large silver. And thank you, Coin Lobster. All right. Let me get those requests for you now, Watch King. What SKU is that? Yeah, the condition, well, some of them are nice. There are a few nice ones. I don't know if they're in right now, but the majority of them are lower grade in that group. Not, maybe I might be looking in the wrong place, but this could be a different type. Yeah, we could, if you request it, we can get it for you. Sequani Tribe Potent Unit. Buck and go. Yeah, this one, I think it would be a little better condition than average for the group. There were a few nice ones, which will start above a buck, but yeah, these ones I think are all just Buck and go starts. Sequani Tribe, Celtic Gaul, Potent Coin. But yeah, you have I believe this type is thought to be like a charging bull, like a really stylized bull facing left or charging left. Then you have a head here. Be a cool little piece of BC Celtic non-silver. So we have potent, basically a tin lead mix. And then these ones were cast in a unique way, unique to the Celts. Kind of hard to describe, but there are good diagrams online that explain like how they're different than normal cast coins. Yeah, definitely a unique Celtic like casting style on these. We had tin lead mix. That's what the potent is. Yeah, cool little piece here. Not the type of stuff we get in every day. Basically, we got 2 groups in recently, but before that, it was like probably a year or 2 before we got any. But yeah, not the type of stuff we get in daily. And thank you, Gemini.
Yeah, that's why I did all of the eBay.
What do you mean you did all? Oh, yeah. This morning or yesterday? This morning? Man, what a dog. But yeah, if you're interested in any of the eBay stuff, just drop the item number. And this time I'll have Isaiah go and get it. A little bit of revenge for being his errand boy last time.
Always. Not just last time.
Treasure, is it _town_coins? Yeah, treasure_town_coins is the eBay. But yeah, we can normally do like 20% off on there compared to what the listing is. Oh my. Yeah. This one's dated 7/22. This one is a Sultan of Delhi piece. And thank you, MJ. $5 for a good pickup there. All right, let me grab another one of those Celtic potents here. Like the bull on this one. 192. Same type as before with the stylized bull charging left. Also, some people call it the antelope type just because it does like resemble like a modern antelope. So a bunch of the French references like casually would call it the antelope type. But yeah, it's thought to be a stylized bull going left. And then there's the head on it. But yeah, cool little potent cast coin, tin lead mix. But yeah, for BC Celtic Gaul. And there's the Sequani tribe. I think they were one of the ones who they definitely interacted with Caesar. I forget whether they joined him or whether they fought him. I feel like they joined him, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, these are first century BC, right around the time of Caesar would have been when they stopped getting struck. I think like a lot of places. Actually, I think some types would have been struck like basically as the Caesar was conquesting. This one might be earlier, or so I'm not fully sure on the date on that one. Thank you, Lenov. Let me do one more, just for good measure, while I have them all here. Last one for the time being. 194. Yeah, same type. This one, the head of the bull is a bit off, but you can see the body and tail quite well. And then there's the head again. But yeah, you can kind of see this as signs of the casting, a little bit of a casting sprue right there. Yeah, signs of their casting technique. Bunch of the Potents, you see them. Some nice little casting sprues coming in. But yeah, cool little piece. A little bit of BC Celtic. Always fun to hold these. And new giveaways up, everybody. Good luck. But yeah, fun coins here. Once again, we got 2 groups in recently. Before that, it was literally been like over a year since we sold any. And thank you. Hope you enjoy that piece. And let's keep going. Okay, let's do this. Do it here with the interesting tag on it. We're asking 12 on this. Another one's East Indies Holland Do It. There's the tag. Tag looks a little old, but I guess I can't really date it too well. But 1745, East Indies Do It. And then let me show the tag in the background. Yeah, cool piece right now. Steven in the lead. And thank you, Steven. All right. Well, let's do a little Tipu Sultan coin. Yeah, these ones feature elephants. I mean, of course, Tipu Sultan, very famous sultan, but fought the British. We had tiny little one-force paisa. This one's minted in Siapatan, but features an elephant, which is really cool. Mysorean coins often do feature elephants, but yeah, one just really, yeah, obviously Indian elephant because it's Indian, but in general, you don't see elephants too much outside of Indian coins, and even on Indian coins, there are only a few places that do feature the elephant. Yeah, cool little one-force paisa here. Struck under Tipu Sultan, minted in Siapatan. Yeah, fun little small coin. And Gemini in the lead on this Tipu Sultan. And let's see. And thank you, Gem. Hope you enjoy that. Now I'll grab another one of these Indian punch marked coins. We have them labeled as Mauryan Empire, so early BC India. Counter punched Harshapana, buck and go. Yeah. Punches are pretty visible on there, like a nice visible sun punch. Yeah, quite a few punches on here. Yeah, cool little silver BC coin. Nice look. 2 punches on the back. I think I counted 4 on the front. Maybe one, maybe I think no. I think I'm counting 5 on the front. Might be missing one, but yeah, plenty of punches for all y'all. Yeah, cool little Mauryan Empire silver. Sure, I can take a look. Are you only interested in the gratis, or do you want to see other procurators too, Jimmy? And sure, Coin Lofter, I'll take a look at that too.
Most of the gratis has been called out, so everything that we have is gratis should be
Well, thank you, Erica. First purchase. Enjoy.
the gratis should be pretty decent because I called out most of everything.
All right, great.
There might be a stack of the rest of gratis.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can figure out which stack it would be.
If there's a group with certain numbers, that's the same.
Yeah, it's more just we have them everywhere. There's Herod. You'd like to see gratis. All right, I'll pull out a gratis for you. Just give me a second. We have a ton of Pruta. They're just kind of like all over. What do we have from Herod? You know, I'll show a Herod right now. Here's I think it's an okay looking Herod. I'll show a Herod. I wasn't able to find the gratis right now. I'll keep looking. They're definitely in here somewhere. We just have massive stacks of them, so it takes me a second to pull one out. But yeah, in the meantime, here's a Herod. We're asking 44 start on the Herod the Great. But yeah, there you go. You have the caduceus in between the two cornucopiae. And then there's an anchor on the reverse, and you have Herod written, his name written, shortened in Greek. Basically, the legend translates to King Herod. It's like Bossy Herod, basically. Short for Basileus, the bossy part. Perfect. I'll grab a gratis next. Yeah, all in NGC holders, of course, and thank you, Jimmy. Here's a gratis surround general condition for most of them. I don't believe we had any that were like particularly nice, so this is probably around average for them that we do have. I'm not going to be able to pull out like the best just because we have so many. It'll take too much time. Plus, that's all like opinion based anyway. Yeah, here's one of the gratis is here. Man, you're making me break character, Beth. Oh man, thank you, Coin Lofter. Here's a Marcus Abibius. I'll grab another Herod after. And then I'll take a look for Hammered British. I can't guarantee that we do. I know there are a few lurking around, but I'm not sure if they're in this sale or not. But yeah, Grainier on this side, and then you have a palm tree on the other side. Marcus Ambibulus, struck under Augustus, 912 AD. Okay. What was that request? Sure, watching. I'll see if I can find that.
It might be in there's some far box tier.
Yeah, are they? They're unflipped. I mean, unfolded.
Yeah, they've got to be in that little stat side.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's try this Herod again, and I'll take a look for some of those hammered coins. Yeah, I mean, they should be here watching if they're uploaded. It's just always a bit of a task trying to find them. Our organization leaves a little bit to be desired. But yeah, this side you have the caduceus in between the two cornucopiae, and then you have the anchor on the other side. Okay. Wires. Okay. I'm not, unless they're over here. Yeah, I'm not seeing them, unfortunately, right now. I think they're, yeah. They're probably just in a weird spot, but I'll keep my eyes peeled, and if I see them later, one shop later. All right. Yeah, I mean, I know I inventoried a few, right? We just didn't have time to put them in the proper spots. So there should be some. They're just in a weird spot right now. But I'll get them as soon as I can. 1659. Here's that requested piece. Little Mexican coin. Silver 25 centavos. Looks like we're asking 21 on the star. 1882 Mexican. Yeah, 1882 Mexico. 25 centavos. But yeah, cool little bit of Mexican silver. Gem in the lead. Astro K. Oh, is that? There we go. Thank you, Isaiah. Yeah, they just must have been. Let's do this. British Singapore, one Keping. These would have been made by British merchants in Singapore.
Are you looking for this one?
I'll take a look. But you have a rooster on the one side, and then there's the back. 1247, the AH date. Yeah, these have been made by British merchants basically to address a coin shortage in the region. But Singapore itself wasn't owned by the British, so they kind of took a book out of their what they were doing with inside Britain itself as the imitations. Basically, they just made like fantasy types to circulate around, and the merchants like claimed they couldn't really be tried for it because they're just like straight fantasies. Or I think that's kind of how the story goes. I'm sure I botched some key detail there, but thank you, Jem. But yeah, I did find the British here. First, what's this? Sujatam. First, I'll try this coin. Interesting looking thing. Let's see. Well, it's apparently from Frankfurt. Interesting. See if I can get it out. Jeez. I don't want to botch it too hard. Be a Frankfurt piece, 1777. Fraun Zeichen. Pretty cool thing. That type of stuff we get in all the time. And then we have a little tag that we just barely squished in there from the last collection I was part of. Yeah, there's the tag again. Nice cursive writing that guy had, the old owner. Yeah, cool little piece, 1777 from Zeichen for Frankfurt. Oblios. Hope you enjoy that piece. And okay. Let's see if I can find the coin you requested. If you want to put the British requests in now, I found them. You can, but here's the James. I think you were looking for the James. Yeah, here's the James shilling. We're asking 79 on it. Looks like a few scratches, but still pretty cool. Big old King James shilling, larger hammered British coin. Yeah, a few minor scratches, nothing too crazy though. All right. Run again? Sure, I'll run that again. Give me 1 second for it to repopulate. Oh, giveaway's going. Let's see who gets it. Gemini getting it? No, he's lost it. All right, damn, y'all heard him? I'm shocked our Mike picked that up. All right, there we go. Buck and go. Buck and go. You do have a lot more fun, yeah. When all the stress is put on to me. But yeah, Buck and go. Big old James shilling. A good coin here. BSU is in the lead on this. Good James shilling. That is true. That is true. CG in the lead. But yeah, cool little 1600s hammered British silver shilling. And Nolan in the lead. Gallianos, I'll get that for you in a second. Yeah, cool piece here. And Nolan, thank you. Hope you enjoy that. When you do one of these medals, well, we'll start with one medal, and then I'll try and get your request, Gallianos. Well, this medal is a $1 start, so there we go. Cool little 1821 dated French medal. We have a couple more British left. That was only the first one we ran. But yeah, if there's one you're looking for that wasn't the James, just let me know and I'll totally run it for you. But yeah, cool little piece. showing the baptism of Henri Charles, who was born the Duke of Bordeaux. That's what you see on the back. And then there is the baby portrait of him. Yeah, cool little French medal. Bit chunky too. Definitely a bit of a cool copper medal. 1821 France. And Jim in the lead right now at 21. Yeah, nice artistry. Definitely hard not to appreciate these medals. I really do love just the chocolatey look they have. Just fun stuff to hold, fun stuff to look at. And of course, they're nice and big, so you can see them from a good distance. Hippie Dylan in the lead on this. Let's see. Then I'll run another medal after Jim taking the lead back. And thank you, Jim. Hope you enjoy that. Now I'll run a bigger medal. That one was decent size, but this one definitely like the big brother. I don't think we have any 1 ounce silvers, unfortunately.
I like ounce and a half silver and 2 ounce silvers.
Oh, do we have bullion? Do we have bullion? Oh,
It's
okay.
like 11 medals stuff.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, buck and go. Big medal here. Not any like bullion style stuff, but we do have like some silver medals.
Like half the coins we have those.
Yeah. Why were these struck? Well, this one, if you read on the back, basically it's talking about the assassination of the Duke of Berry. He would have been killed, but it would have been made by his supporters afterwards. And it was basically being like, oh, this was such a good man. Why did you take him from us? He was struck down. They ought to learn a lesson. I have the whole translation in the back. Like I have a proper translation on the flip, but well, it's just me trying to paraphrase it. But yeah, it would have been struck by like supporters of him, just like mourning, being like, man, such a good man. Why'd you take him from us? But yeah, big old medal here. Very attractive look to it. And Cal, gonna take that home. Thank you, Cal. Hope you enjoy. All right. Let me find that requested coin. Yes, we do have NGC Rollins too. I totally forgot to respond to 3B Man.
Before you run anything, run like 5 NGC.
Sure. I'll run an NGC Ancient then.
The 32 square feet.
Yeah, I think these are. I think this is one of them. But yeah, I'll get back and run one of those lizards after I'm done. What's this? Theodosius AE2. An NGC holder. It's an okay look to it. Yeah, nice bust. Diadem bust, right? Then you have Emperor standing holding a laborum or a standard and a globus. Thank you, Mr. 3B Man. Let me grab one more and then I'll do those. See if he's joking.
But just do the sun there. That way.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. I'll do 5. Jovian, 32 buck start. Sudden death, 15 seconds. Yeah, a little bit of a less common, or at least for the period, less common. Jovian here. Oh, cool. Yeah, apparently only Jovian that was in the sub. Vot V, Miltex, and thank you, Interfib Man. Let's do this Arcadius. Same as before. Sudden death, 15 seconds. Arcadius in the NGC holder. Any Constantine? You know, I'll take a look. We do? Cool. All right. Yeah, you can grab them right now. I'll do one of these Lizzies. All right, here's a Lizzie. This one has a small bit of damage on it. Queen Elizabeth Schilling. Second issue with the Marlet Mint Mark. But yeah, the fact that second issue was the Marlet mint mark. There's the damage, by the way. Also looks a tiny bit clipped too. But yeah, the fact this Marlet mint mark with the second issue legend dates it to 1560 to 1561. That's when the Marlet mint mark would have been used. Thank you, Watch King. Let me find one more Elizabeth. Oh yeah, there's nice Elizabeth. Arcadius again? Sure, I'll do that in a second. 303. Okay, 7th issue with a 1 as the mint mark. There's the 1 mint mark, very clear, right by where my finger is. But yeah, this one was the 1 as the mint mark, dated between 1601 and 1602. Cool little Elizabeth shilling. Bit of a couple flame cracks right there. But that's not too atypical for the type. A lot of them do have those types of flame cracks. And Nolan, thank you on that. All right, here's the Arcadius. And yeah, when Isaiah's ready, we'll get the Constantine. So apparently in a bag behind me. 15 seconds and death. Here's the Arcadius. A life fee in the lead. Be an A3 Nummus-sized Arcadius, Eastern Roman Empire in the NGC holder. It's the Emperor being crowned by Victory. And yeah, Gallienus. I'll try and find that. Totally did forget about your request, so I apologize there. I'll try and get that.
What's going to be a
Oh, cool. 23. All right. Here you go. Here's that requested coin. Silver, French Teton. Yeah, Louis the 16th. Head of Louis the 16th left, and here's the back. That's the. I think this is a beehive, if I remember correctly. But yeah, 1724 on the bottom, 1724 dated. Lieutenant Criminels de Robcart, which I think was like a police officer group. Might be mistaken there. I think I could totally be misremembering. Yeah, if there's one price $10 more, it would be a condition thing. But I'll try and grab it for you in a second. Yeah, Gallienus in the lead here on this Louis XVI silver jeton with the beehive on the reverse. And yeah, I'll try and get yours too, Nolan. And if you're here, 123 B-Man, we got the Constantines, so we can do those also. Just let me know when you're here, when you're ready. I'll get them. You're good? All right. I'll do one Constantine. Actually, no, I'll do all the Constantines. We have a couple. But yeah, let's do 10 seconds on death. Just get him quick. Constantine the Great and the NGC holder. A3. What's the camp gate on the back? Looks like Kismet and Art. Thank you, Art. Here's the next Constantine the Great. Reduced Nummus, this one. 096. 10 seconds on death again. Constantine the Great, reduced Nummus. Let's see what's the back. Looks like, I think that's the Soul reverse. And Always Wandering. First purchase, thank you. Oh wait, that's not Constantine. Here's a Constantine. It's just like a denomination thing. I couldn't really tell you too much about it because that's not my specialty, so I can't really go too much deeper than that. But yeah, my understanding is just like a They just have it there for the denomination. Reduced nummus. Once again, Sol on the back. I think that's Tictonum mint. Unless that was Trier. Actually, that might be Trier. If you go into the shop and you click on the item, it should be able to show like a SKU number. If it's NGC, it would start with NGC dash and then a number. If it's not NGC, it would just be like AE dash number. All right, last one for the time being. 10 seconds on death. I just wanted to get these out of the way just so I can do all the requests. I've been neglecting the requests a little bit. And 123 B man, thank you. All right. Let's see. All right, here's a Lizzie. 360203. Lizzie sixpence. Let me get it back up to 15-second start. No sun death. But yeah, 1567 Queen Elizabeth I sixpence with the crown mint mark. A little bit warped there, just as a heads up for whoever's bidding. Tiny bit of warping / bending on the bottom. But 1567 coronet mint mark. Coronet / crown mint mark. Might actually get it right side up again. But yeah, right on the top by my finger, you can see the crown, very visible. Yeah, cool little Elizabeth I sixpence. What's that under? I'll take a look, Art. And thank you, Nolan. Hope you enjoy that. Under the 152. This is a little French metal. I'll run it right now. It's French metal. This is not silver, just some base metal here. It's technically nickel silver, which is like a combination, but nickel silver has no real silver. It's basically 60% copper, 20% nickel, 20% zinc. So that should be like what it's made of. So no real silver in it. So don't be fooled by the name nickel silver. But yeah, here we go, French metal. These would have been struck in New Caledonia. Let me get it. There we go. So been struck in New Caledonia, which would have been a French colony. I think it still is a French colony, to my knowledge. But yeah, Society of Nickel. Basically, they had a nickel mine out there in New Caledonia. They're still around today, but this is like basically celebrating the founding of the Société de la Nickel. But yeah, it's basically a nickel mine out in New Caledonia. But yeah, if I remember correctly, it still does exist today, mining out nickel. But yeah, you can actually see kind of here like a map. That scroll on the bottom is actually a map, and it shows New Caledonia, like the islands. And thank you, Cal. All right. I know there were some requests I missed. Feel free to put it in again. I'll try and get it. 360203. In the meantime, I'll do this. But yeah, I apologize for all the requests I missed. Got a little bit caught up there for a second. But yeah, just put them in again. I'll try and do my best to pick them up. So it's a hold coin, King Charles the first shilling. But yeah, it has a very clear hole on the top and a little bit of damage too in the middle. But yeah, hold with a little bit of damage, but still a cool little Charles hammered British shilling. Oh, here's the Malton coin, BSUs. What do you think, Isaiah? Am I get permission? What? Alright. So here's the Malton coin. 2011 malt to €2. Any boo or shoe? I don't think we have boo here. I think they're always Christian. So if you check out one of Christian's show, I'm pretty sure he'll have a bunch of boo and shoe. But yeah, very, very lustrous coin from Malta. €2 right now. We're underspend. And MSU is going to pick up the €2 underspend. A good solid pickup right there. All right.
That's underspend.
Yeah, underspend. Go take a flight to Malta and spend it.
Not only is it underpaid, it's underpaid, so you got a strong conversion.
Jeez, where is that? 53. Oh yeah, Galleons. I'll get that for you in a second. 26. Which one is that? All right, here we go. Here's that requested coin, Galleons. Louis the 15th Jeton. Nice looking coin here. There's the reverse right there. With, I think that, actually, I wouldn't say it's Athena. I'm not fully sure, but you have a bunch of weapons in the background there. And then there's the Louis the 15th bust right. Yeah, cool reverse here with Athena and then a bunch of weapons, based on a pile of weapons. But yeah. Thank you, Gallianus. Let me run one more in the meantime, one more Jeton while we're here. Lifey, I'll take a look. There's probably one somewhere. Yeah, let's do this. Judges and Consuls of La Rochelle, which will be a city in France. That's what you see that the description on the bottom. 1776, a very historic date for all of us Americans here. 1776, Jeton. Louis the 16th. Yeah, cool little 1776 Jeton. But yeah, cool piece. Scales, of course, being symbolized as judges and what's it called? Justice, which definitely makes sense when you think of this being a like law-related Jeton. And Gemini in the lead on this 1776 Jeton. Thank you, Gem. Hope you enjoy. Let's see what else we got. Let's do another one of these medieval India. Oh, Oblio, congrats on the giveaway. Buck and Go on this Forgani here. Sultanate of Delhi. Oops. There we go. It's a nice looking piece. Very low percentage silver at this point. They are billing, but yeah, they've been quite debased at this point. Date is right by where my finger is. He's 716. But still, pretty good detail on it. Like, very legible inscription. And nice legible inscription right there. And always wandering, thank you. Hope you enjoy that coin. See if I can find a Licinius. Do you think you can pick up a Licinius, Isaiah? Assuming they're back there. But yeah, we'll get the Licinius for you in a second. Let's do one more. Oh, thank you. Let's do one more of these medieval India. And short coin left, I'll try and get that in a spit. This one's a bronze pica, or a pica, under Al-Din Muhammad. Sultanate of Delhi pica here. Be a little bronze to not bronze coin. Cool late 1200s to early 1300s. These would have been struck under Al-Din Muhammad. And always wondering, picking that up at $5. Thank you. Here is a Licinius. And I'll get those true requests after. 192. Alright. Licinius reduced numbus. Flip. Oh, yeah. Let me get that for you. with Jupiter on the reverse and the eagle. Looks like, I want to say that's Alexandria as a mint. Can't fully tell, but I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, Licinius, Radiate Licinius, bust right. And thank you, Always Wandering. And then one more Licinius. This one has a soul reverse. 194. Yeah, Licinius the first. Reduced Nummus, soul reverse here. This one, I'm pretty sure that one is Tictonum, this mint. But yeah, soul standing left, raised arm, holding the globe. All right. Yeah, let me get those two requests. 10, 16, 55. All right. Here's that, the 10, 16, 55. 4 reals from Potosi Mint. Spanish colonial Bolivia under Charles III. 1774, Charles III, Potosi, silver 4 reals. Yeah, Potosi mint mark to the left here, kind of by where my thumb is. And then there's the 1774 date and good old busted Charles III. Widow's Mites, yeah, I can run some more Widow's Mites, and I'll grab a couple Jetons too. But let me get that one request before I forget. Yeah, cool little silver 4 reals, log in the lead, coin lofter taking it back. 160907. Log in the lead. And thank you, Log. Hope you enjoy that piece. Here's that other request. All right. Some incrustations on this coin. 0907, but Swedish coin pool, Swedish 2-or under Charles the 11th. 1667 Sweden 2-or. All of them are, all of them except the Pontius Pilates have no grade on them, but I'll try and pull out a nice looking one. Nice Pruta. And Colonial Mexico, I'm not sure if we have any Mexican ones. I think most of the ones we had were Potosi. So I guess Bolivia. Yeah, let me find a Widow's Mite. I'll at least find a nice looking one for you, though. One with good eye appeal. And Deal Enjoyer winning the giveaway. Congratulations, Deal Enjoyer. I mean, let's do this one here. Sapruta. Percy's Festus. Decent look to it, though. 279. In the NGC holder. Oh, that's tricky. Almost got me. Alright. 44 start. It's Perseus Festus Pruta. Struck under Nero. Movement procured under Nero. But you have Nero's name written in Greek within the wreath there. And then on this side you have basically the date. These ones are all dated to basically 59 AD. Forget what. Is that year 5, I want to say? On the slab, yeah, we do. Like here's one, Hasmonean Kings one. And thank you on that, Shannon. I'll run this Hasmonean Kings one, but yeah, these ones have the Bible verses on the slab. 249. No, we haven't actually run the pilots yet. I believe, what are they at, Isaiah? 1 what? No, they're at 200, aren't they? Yeah. Right. If you want to see them, We can run one, but yeah, they're all at 200 though.
Do you want something cheaper? I might have a VG that we can start at like 160.
But yeah. And thank you. First purchase. Thank you, Vaughn. Hope you enjoy that piece. But yeah, if anyone wants one of the pilots, we're asking 200 on them. No worries, there's no interest. Here's just one for example, just so y'all can see relative condition. Yeah, just let me know if there's interest. I'll totally do it. But let me get that request for you now. Coin Lofter 1660. All right. Here's the requested coin. Mexican silver 2 real from Zequitas. Or, no, I totally mispronounced that. But 2 real from Mexico, 1843. Sure, Life, I'll take a look. And thank you, Coin Lofter. Hope you enjoy that. 10, 1750. 1754. All right, here's the coin that Likely requested. 2 mark here. Wilhelm II, silver 2 mark from Prussia. Nice looking coin. Decent luster. There's the back. 1913, 2 mark. And yeah, I'll get those requests for you, Cal and Deal Enjoyer. Hawaiian coins, I'm afraid we don't have any Hawaiian. And thank you, Coin Lofter. Yeah, we have quite a few Marcus Aurelius. What are they? Are they at 160 something? The Marcus? They're at 139? Yeah, they're at 139, all the Marcuses. If you want, I can run one. But let me try and catch up on some of these requests really quick. Please? Okay. I'll get that for you. 1615. Okay. Here's the New York passage of the Conquistador liquor law medal. We have a little write up to on the tag. But yeah, State of New York, no repeal, July 4th, 1855. And then to commemorate the passage of the prohibitory liquor law. And then we have a little write up talking about the law itself and how short lived it was on the tag. But still a cool little piece of New York history. Master on the lead. And thank you, Gallienus. Hope you enjoy that. I'll run a Marcus here. Unless you are you grabbing a Marcus or you just want me to run this?
I'm grabbing one.
All right.
Something that looks nice.
Yeah. This one? Okay. Here's a Marcus. If you want the one on the bottom, I'll grab the one on the bottom instead, but we'll start with this one. Isaiah was just grabbed it because he thought it looked nice. 139 in the Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, Marcus Aurelius Denarius in the NGC holder. There's the reverse. I think that's Virtus on the back. Sure. Do you have a skew by chance, Dale? If you do, that'll make it quicker for me to find. If not, give me a little bit and I'll try and find it. Oh, you got Isaiah. Perfect. All right, Dale. I'll get that skew for you. That coin for you. No worries. I got it for you, Dale. Nova Scotia Halifax Ferry token. That's pretty cool. There was a while when I used to collect these Canadian tokens. This is a pretty cool one. Not one I've seen much of at all. But yeah, ferry token. It's a fun piece right there. Nova Scotia Halifax Steamboat Company. And then you also have a little tag. It comes to us from the last owner. Yeah, cool little piece. Not the type of stuff we get in every day here. Gemini in the lead, and thank you, Gemini.
I'll only be here for like the next hour, so if people want eBay coins.
All right. And 26. And then one more of those Nova Scotian tokens. This one is Success to Navigation 1815 halfpenny token. Be a halfpenny token 1815, and then Success to Navigation and Trade. It's a cool little ship on there. Be a Nova Scotia halfpenny token. And then there's once again the tag for the last collector in the back. And thank you, Jordan. Hope you enjoy that piece. Sure, coin lofter. I'll try and find that. 1661. But yeah, Isaiah was saying that if anyone wants anything off the eBay, he'll only be here for around an hour more. So try and do any requests within the time he's here. Because basically, once he leaves, I won't be able to get anything off the eBay anymore. But yeah, Guatemala, 1794, Charles IV, 2 real. But cool little piece, and thank you, Coin Lofter. Germbra, I'll try and find that for you. 6198. $198. Oh wait, are they these? Did you move the other stuff, Isaiah? The potents? I think that's what this is, isn't it? That should be a potents gear. Because they were in the box you took to reorganize, and I don't see them in front of me. I'll run Jeton in the meantime, but yeah, I'll look for a potent too. Yeah, the WNY60. I'll do this Jeton, and then I'll do the requested one right after. And once they were here, so they should literally be somewhere. Like, we should be able to find them. Well, I know they were here at the beginning of the show, and then we just took the box away. But yeah, 1800s, Lille Silver Jeton, Consul de Prud'homme de Lille. Ignore my botched French, middle school French level. I want to get the requested one. 28. Here's the requested one.
You got these buttons. No, the buttons actually might not be showing.
You didn't put the buttons in? So sad.
I can probably get them in. It's gonna be so much.
Yeah, here's the requested 1776 Jeton. Yeah, 1776 on the bottom. Extraordinaire de Guerres. Basically, I think that's Extraordinary Items of War is the direct translation. But I think they would have been a French department. I forget exactly what they did. Yeah, Louis the 16th, 1776 dated Jeton. But yeah, I'll get that one of the potents for you though right now, Germbra. They just came back. Oh, Gemini, congrats on the diamond. Any more, y'all? Let's see, which one's nicer? This one's definitely nicer. Okay. 193 Sequani tribe potent unit from the 1st century BC. Yeah, I'll run this potent and I'll grab a few more Jetons for y'all. But there's the bull going left. And then here's the head. Pretty decent head. Definitely above average for the group. Yeah, cool little potent lead tin mix. Basically what they are. Yeah, cool 1st century BC Celtic cast units. This one you can't quite see any signs of the casting. Metaphysics, thank you. Alright. Let me do one Jeton, and then I'll get those requests. This one's an octagonal one. 56, 53, 33. Octagonal Jeton from struck around the 1800s. But yeah, there's the back. That's a pretty cool front. I like the obverse on these. But cool Jeton, yeah, I agree, definitely deserving. Has a beautiful look to it. And Jordan, thank you for that. Hope you enjoy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, everyone loves octagonal stuff. They're very fun. All right. 14, 150. 14. Okay, here you go, Lifey. Looks like a Nuremberg Jeton. Yeah, Imperial Orb, Nuremberg type Jeton. Let's run it at $1. Yeah, $1 can go on this Jeton from Nuremberg, German city of Nuremberg. That would have been where, in this period, that Nuremberg would have been the main Jeton making city. More Guatemala. If you look up Guatemala in the item shop, if there are any, it would populate. And then from there, you can just give me the SKU and I'll try and pull it out. Metaphysics, going to pick that up. Thank you. And Josh, I think I saw that you won the giveaway. Congratulations, Josh. All right, let's get that Abbasid Durham next. 8076. 0422. All right, here's the Abbasid Durham. 0422. All right. This one is under Caliph Al-Radi. There's the reverse. And then here's the obverse. You can see the date right by where my finger is. The date 3/23. And the mint is, I guess I can't quite read that from here. But I think that might be a readable mint. Deal enjoyer, thank you. Let me get that one for you now, Germbra 0601. I'm not seeing the exact one that was requested, but I'm seeing one of the type. So I'll run one of the type. All right, I think they're all the same type. Yeah. Here's one the type, just slightly different one than was requested. But same type as before. You have a satrap on the horse. You can kind of see the horse going right with the satrap on top. There's a kneeling hoplite going right, holding a shield and spear. Yeah, cool little chunky stator. All right, and I'll try and get those 2 Guatemalan coins. 1017.58. Oh, was it? Might be able to find it, yeah. If it was more expensive, then it should be nicer for sure. $5.8 and $5.9. 17. All right, here are the two Guatemalan ones. I just pulled them out. 50 centavos, silver 50 centavos here from 1870. I want to say no, Jordan. I know we have no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have any Caligula's either. So I should, think no to both of them, unfortunately. But cool. Guatemalan 50 centavos here. 83.5% silver. Struck in 1870. And thank you, CG. And let me grab the other. Fortunate bit of staining on it. Maybe it'll be better if dropped in acetone or something. But same as before, Guatemalan 50 centavo. This one's 1870. Once again, 83.5% silver. And always wandering in the lead, this cool Guatemalan silver coin. And thank you, CG. $40 left on the giveaway. So if you haven't entered, make sure to. Yeah, good luck to everyone who has entered. Let's do another Avicid Durham here. 0361. This one is Time of Caliph Harun al-Rashid. Here would have been the Caliph featured in 1001 Nights. You see that, Isaiah? eBay request. But yeah, 1001 Nights Caliph Harun al-Rashid. This one's minted in Amwamadaya, which would have been the city of Al Ray. For all you Sasanian enjoyers, that would have been what the city became at that point. 5520, yeah, sure, I'll take a look on that. 2042. Yeah, cool, chunky Indian billing, but at this point it will be very debased, so it's barely even billing. Just a tiny, tiny, very low percentage silver. But yeah, still chunky little billing, Sultan of Delhi, late Sultans of Delhi in this period under the Lodi dynasty. Sindikar Shah Lodi. This one you have the date on it, 916, which corresponds to 1510 to 1511. But yeah, cool little medieval, I guess not cool. Actually, no. I think medieval India is like until the 1520s normally. But yeah, cool medieval-ish era India, at least. Definitely can say that. But yeah, Sultan of Delhi, late Sultans of Delhi. The Knock in the lead. And thank you, The Knock. Okay, let's do another Jaton here. $53.21. Jaton, Louis the 15th, 1717 Jaton. Yeah, Louis XV. It's fun. Writing it numerically instead of with the numerals. I guess you have full instead of the numerals. And here's the requested coin. Do you have a number for me? Oh, you upload the number? All right. Oh. Here's the eBay coin, the eBay Jeton. We're starting it at 40. There we go. Yeah, 1636. Armand Jean de Plessis, Cardinal, and Duke. But yeah, cool Jeton here. Pulled straight from our eBay store. A little bit of a less common type. But yeah, fun ship too. Cool ship reverse. And thank you, Galleons. Yeah, deal enjoyer. I'll try and grab that for you. 4622. Plus. Oh, interesting. Didn't really feel any of those left. Fortunately, I'm not seeing them. Might just be in a weird spot. But yeah, I'm not seeing those ones, deal enjoyer. Possibly a misupload. I didn't even know we had them left. But yeah, I'm not, unfortunately, not going to be able to pull them out just because I can't seem to find them. Instead, let's do this medieval Indian piece. Yeah, it should be. They'll connect. Buck and go on this Ghaznavid Chatal here. This one, these are based off the famous Bull and Horseman. You can still see the bull itself on this, but the horseman, which would normally be on this side, at this period it would have just been changed into a line of text here. So it's Ghaznavid Empire, mint in Lahore, the Pakistan city of Lahore. Yeah, cool little Ghaznavid piece from Bahram Shah. And thank you. I'm not sure we have any shipwrecks, unfortunately. I don't think we have any shipwreck coins. Let's do this Haitian coin. Looks cool. Sure, if you by chance could give me the skew, that would be much obliged. If not, it'll just be a little longer, but I'll still be able to do it. Haiti, 10 centimes here. Oh, okay. We found some of the Ilkanet stuff.
It's a type D, not a box. But I changed it.
All right, cool. Yeah, Haitian 10 centimes. Thank you, Odd Penny. And here's one of the Ilkanet coins. Slightly different type. We just had to throw one in on the fly here. Yeah, this one it's a different type than what's labeled, but the flip would be correct. Actually, oh, did you change it? Oh, okay, never mind. So it should be good. Everything should be set up here. Ilkanet. Oh, you forgot to put in Abu Said as the caliph. Yeah, I see. Yes, you did. But yeah, they would have had been a post-Mongol dynasty. The Ilkhanate themselves would have had a lot of Turkey, and then they would have went into Iran too. So Turkey and Iran basically, and Iraq, I guess, would have been the extent of their empire. Thank you, Deal Enjoyer. Okay, 10, 18, 30. 26. All right, here's one of the Canadian silvers. Big old Canadian silver here. Nice large silver dollar. They're asking 50 on the start. 1967 So right near the end of when they stopped using silver. Sorry, did I say 18? I meant 1967. 1967 Canadian dollar big silver coin with the goose on one side and Elizabeth II. Nice coin, odd penny, thank you. And 34. Oh, a lot of Canadian silver. 3 Canadian silver coins. I'll take them out. I'm not sure if we have any smaller denomination anymore. We have 3 Canadian, 1941, 25, 44, 1944, 25, and a 43, 25. So 3 World War II era silver coins, silver 25 cents. Yeah, cool little lot of silver here. All 40s, 25 cents. Always wandering in the lead on them. Yeah, cool trio of caribou, I think. And thank you, Always Wandering. Yeah. Always enjoy hooking people up. It's that sort of stuff. I know. Finland under Russian occupation. 042. Finland under Russian occupation. 5 Penea. 1867. Looks like a little bit of discoloration. Though in general, it's a nice coin. 1867. Alexander II monogram. Yeah, these are Finland under Russian occupation, 1867. Copper coin. And thank you, Jordan. All right. Let's try this. Israeli state medal. Curious what we're starting it at, but it's a big silver medal from Israel. We're asking 69 on it. But yeah, 0.902 ASW. But yeah, big old silver Israeli medal. 1964. Sure, metaphysics, I'll take a look. Yeah, King Solomon made a navy of ships. On the description on the bottom. And thank you, Jordan. Unlocking gold. That's fun. Congratulations on the gold. To the pre-bid after the show. I'm assuming it would just cancel because these are all temporary listings. So like after the show, they all disappear. But yeah, if there's something you want to run that you have a pre-bid on, just let me know and I'll totally get it for you.
Yeah, pre-bids.
But yeah, you won't be like charged or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. 5502. 11. Oh. Fortunately, I'm not seeing that 5502 here. Unless it's one of these. No, I'm not having any luck.
I don't know where that one point is. It could just be in like the wrong area.
Yeah. Alright. I'll do this coin in the meantime. I'll try and get some requests while this is running. The subjects of Rome. Masud the second. Sasanian? Oh yeah, I'll get some Sasanian for sure. Yeah, Seljuks of Rum, Masud II. This is his first reign, which would have been between 1284 and 1296 AD. Yeah, medieval bit of silver. Seljuks of Rome silver. They would have basically ruled Anatolia. In this period, they would have been a puppet state for, I believe it would have been the Artakids, who they would have been like the puppet state for. But yeah, at that point, they would have been way well past their former glory. Let's do this Abbasid Durham 28. And yeah, I'll grab a Sasanian Dram too before I forget. Haran mint on this one. So not like a super common mint that we see all the time. This one's Alradi citing his heir. But yeah, this one's minted in the Haran mint. You can read the mint kind of near the bottom. Okay. Sasanian drams. Here's a Sasanian dram. 0204. Shapur II Sasanian dram. Once again, a bit of an earlier ruler. But cool little dram with the crowns. This Shapur II, and then you have your two fire altars, attendants, the fire altar, and then the bust on the fire altar. Yeah, cool piece here. Thank you, Metaphysics. And I'll run one more of those. Let's do a Peraz. 1, 2, 13. Peraz the first. This one, we have the mint there, the age mint, which is thought to be corresponding to the city of Hamadan. But yeah, the mint AH on the right by where my finger is. And then there's the bust of Peraz the first. He's wearing his second crown, which is thought to be like struck. The second crown is thought to have been struck between 458 and 474. Sure, Watch King, I'll get that soon. Try one of these Tabiristani coins. Tabiristani under Abbasid rule. Abbasids have taken over Tabiristan and placed governors over the city. Yeah, this one's an anonymous Abbasid governor type. Would be, but these are all struck between, the anonymous types are all between 780 and 793. But you can get more detail than that because they all actually have the date and the PYE era on the left side. I just didn't have time to read them. But you totally can read them on your own time, and you can figure out exactly which year these would have been struck. But yeah. Once again, these two have the fire altar also in the attendants, Bergamnus and the Sasanian, and then the other Tabiristani under the Daboab Ibshabibs. It would have also continued the Sasanian trend. That's the fire altar in attendance. And then yeah, after the Ibshabibs got taken over by the Abbasids, they kept that trend going. So those are late fire altar coins. It might be low, I'm not sure. I don't really know how well like our mic picks up. I don't have much experience with this. But yeah, if a lot of people just need me to talk louder, I totally will. 6156. Oh, that's French metal. Okay. 155. Man, I gotta get this desk organized. Give me 1 sec. I'm about to find that metal. Oh, there it is. 156. Perfect. French silver medal here. Do you want me to buck and go this, Isaiah? Do you want me to buck and go this French silver medal? Yes? We're good?
It's huge.
It is
How
huge.
big do you think it is? Put it on the scale. How big?
All right.
Bigger than the Japan.
Yeah, no, it's a large medal. Here, let's get a live weigh-in of this silver medal. These are just like as an estimate, they're probably around 90%. Let's see if I can. Yeah, around 40 grams, 39 and a half. Let's fucking go it. I don't feel like calculating it out.
Ounce and a quarter.
Yeah, big French medal here. But yeah, I did put these on the Sigma, and they were testing positive at 90%. So it could totally be higher, but it's definitely at least 90%. Sure, Dale. We'll try it.
The melt on would be like 90s. Or 80s. At least 80s.
But yeah, melt on is apparently around 80s. So right now we're decent back of that. But cool, Charles X, King of France medal, Chamber, des Deputies, and then 1830 date below. I'm watching and pick that up around melt. Thank you. Okay. And 1669.
And around it. It's going to be a little bit.
All right. Let's do some of these Prince Edward Island tokens. Yeah, Prince Edward Island Canadian 1800s token. Oh, they hated him? That's cool. It's a very worn piece, but still identifiable. Cool. These will be struck around 1835. Yeah, ships, colonies, and commerce. And Dale, thank you on that. 4 years for man. The French were not playing. You had to be on your best behavior as a French king. Another one of those half-penny tokens. This one is in higher grade. And yeah, happy to get the giveaways out. Congrats on winning, Christine. But yeah, same as before. Actually, yeah, I think the same as before. Ships, colonies, and commerce. Token featuring the ship, Prince Edward Island. There's the old tag, or tag from the previous owner. Yeah, cool group that we got in. Odd Penny in the lead. Jim, going to take that one home. Thank you, Jim. I'll grab a couple more in the meantime. Let's do 63. Another Prince Edward Island. Ships, colonies, and commerce. There you go. Tag citing Lee's 35 as a reference number. But cool piece, 1800s, Prince Edward Island, halfpenny token. Dale in the lead on it. And thank you, Dale. I'll do two more, and then I'll go back to other coins. 64. This one. Tag is calling Lee's 38. Ships, colonies, and commerce. See ship again. But yeah, cool piece. 1835 Prince Edward Island. Lee's 38 was the tag of the previous owner. Always wandering in the lead, and thank you. And the last one for right now. $70. Yeah, ships, colonies, and commerce. Ship, and there's the tag. If you want a specific eBay coin, you can still request it. Isaiah will be leaving soon, so request will be closing. Yeah, get in quick because he's going to be leaving in like 5 minutes or so.
I'll say it around here.
Oh, we don't have them in the shop, no. But if you go on to the eBay, I think on eBay it shows like the item number. It will be like a long chain.
The eBay item number or the exact title? That will be the best thing.
All right, he dropped the title. Oh yeah, is there a specific ruler you wish for? 1, 2, 3, B man, because we have plenty we could grab. I'll start with this one here, Constantius Gallus. 32 start. 15 seconds. But yeah, we'll try and find that for you soon, Charlie's coins. Yeah, Constantius Gallus, issue as Caesar in the NGC holder with his soldier spearing the fallen horseman. Del Tempore Beato. Thank you, Winter Fruit Man. What was it? Surprised we could show up. Here's the Theodosius. NGC holder Theodosius the First. With, yeah. We appreciate that, C. Goodman. But yeah, we always try and bring in a whole bunch of coins from plenty of different civilizations. Try and just make it so no matter what you collect, you can hopefully find something with us. That's like one of our goals. What's her name on eBay? It's treasure_town_coins. All right. Isaiah is saying that he thinks that the Barbados has been sold. Like he's saying it's showing up as like not in stock right now.
Yeah.
Oops. Giveaway. Bill gonna win the giveaway. Congratulations, Bill. Jeez, where is this? Oh my gosh. You know what? That's too much of a pain to find. Let's do this Constantine. Here's a Constantine. 057. There we go. Constantine the Great. Here you go. He bought one from you? Man, that's funny. Yeah, Constantine the Great, and thank you, 1, 2, 3, B man. Now let's do a Constantinian commemorative, and then we'll do a Divus Constantine after. And then I'll go back to raw stuff. Unless someone wants to see Pruda. I could also run Pruda too. In the meantime, if someone wants to see Pruda. But Constantinian commemorative. Yeah. A 3/4 Billion Numis was Constantinopolis and victory. Decent looking coin. It has okay detail. Thank you, Bill. And here's the Divus Constantine. Last one I'll run before moving out of these. Oh, is that on the bay right now, Watch King? I don't know if Isaiah left or not. If Isaiah comes back, yeah, he should be. I think he's like getting water or something. I'll let him know. And I think that'll be the last one. The last eBay request we'll take because he's about to get going. Oh, had it upside down. But yeah, no worries. No one wants that one. But yeah, when he comes back, I'll let him know that you requested. Run that again? Yeah, sure, Jay Dizzle. Nice chatons, of course.
153. Yeah, Divus Constantine.
Yeah, here you go. Veiled, head of Constantine the Great. And then you have Quadriga going right. A nice looking piece here. Antonized Pius? Yeah, we have plenty of Piuses. I'll grab some. I believe they're all DENARII. So I don't think we have any bronzes if you're looking for bronzes, but plenty of DENARII. Here's a Pius DENARII. Pius Denarius Silver, Antonized Pius Denarius. It's like we're asking 74. All the starts should be like next to the coin. Like it should say price on it. Then that means, yeah, if it says $1, that means we'll start at $1. I'll get that for you. Easy does it. 60. Well, if I can find it, at least. 149. Ah, yes, yes. Dollar start on this silver Italian metal. Yeah. Really cool metal. Dollar start. Silver 1800s Italy. We got another eBay request in if you want to get it done before you leave. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, $1 start on this Al Valor Militaire metal, military valor, 1800s, uninscribed, but has a nice full metal here. Yeah, cool Italian metal. Not the type of material we get in every day. So always great to offer these. Mamil in the lead. And thank you, Mamil. Hope you enjoy that. But yeah, so one that Watch King requested. Yes, Mamil, I'll grab a Jeton right now. Octagonal Jeton here. And giveaway's going off, so who gets it? Zach, congrats on the giveaway win. Hope you enjoy. Louis Philippe. Silver Jeton. Octagonal type with the bust of, head of Louis Philippe. And then Notaries d'Orléans. Yeah, cool Notaries Jeton here. It's a fun design too. Yeah, I mean, these Jetons are just so sick. Man, that is tragic. What are the giveaways? They are, where are they? Sultanate of Palembang, Tin Petit. So basically 1700s or 1800s, like medieval Indonesia, I think. I shouldn't say medieval. It's not medieval. 1700s Indonesia. But yeah, cool coins for sure. Let's do this Jeton here. Did you put a price in? Perfect. But yeah, Louis the 16th Jeton. This looks like Justice seated. Yeah, cool little silver Jeton. And thank you, Mamil. And here's that eBay coin that was requested. What a dog. What is this? 2911. All right.
$100 start.
On Charles the First, sixpence. Yeah, cool piece, cool sixpence. Charles the First. It's the Delta as the mark.
That's my crappy points. That's
And Gemini in the lead on this, struck between 1639 and 1640. Good old sixpence. And thank you, Gem. Hope you enjoy that piece. All right. Yeah, that was a good piece for sure. City of Elbing. Silver 3 poker here. Under Swedish occupation. Yeah, Swedish occupation. This is a Polish city here. 1631. See date. No, of course, no, short for Nova, so new money. And then Civi, you can't quite see it, but it would be ELB. So basically, new money, city of Elbing would be the adverse translation. But yeah, Dale in the lead on this. Well, 1600s, city of Elbing coin struck under Gustavus II of Sweden. I thank you, Dale. And then let's do this Polish-Lithuanian one. Another silver 3 poker. Oh, this one didn't get uploaded. Never mind. It's unlucky. All right. Let's do one of these Abbasid governors of Tabaristan. Silver Hemidran, Abbasid, anonymous governors of Tabaristan. 1780 to 1790. Sorry, 780 to 793. There we go. But anonymous governors of Tabaristan. Cool, decent, nice grade on it. Good luster. Yeah, two fire altar attendants, and then you have the fire altar between. And if you're able to grab the Isaiah, we got another request.
I'll take any eBay requests in the next 5 minutes.
All right. But yeah, we got 5 minutes left for eBay requests. So if anyone else has any eBay requests, now will be the last shot to get them on in. Let's do this Porter Tanka here. I'm doing well. I'll probably keep going for a while. This one has a old album tag where the last consigner called it as rare and 128 for it. The less common type though. Sultan of Delhi or Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Looks like 730 as the date. Very clear on the bottom. But yeah, cool little 1/4 Tanka. Not a denomination we get in all the time. And thank you, the knock. But yeah, I'll probably keep going. I'm going to say at least an hour. Like 6 p.m. Central. All right, you got one more in, Isaiah. If you haven't. Button on the Karshapana. Yeah, fun little BC Mauryan Empire silver. Little BC Indian silver. Yeah, metaphysics in the lead on this. A nice coin here. Some nice little stamps. In what sense do you mean where? Like where physically? We're in a office, like shared office space. But if you mean like geography wise, we're in Texas right now. State, yeah, Texas. Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. And then you have Christian, who also streams, and he's in California. All right, here's that overstruck piece from the eBay. 1693, France, Louis XIV. But yeah, you can see signs of the undertype next to the bust. 1693. Pretty cool piece. All right. Here's a little bit of Canadian silver. 1802. Let's fucking go it. Fucking go Canadian silver, King George V. Little 5 cents here. 1919 King George V. Canadian silver, 5 cents. You got it? Perfect. No worries, Watch King. And Dale, thank you, Dale. Here's the other one, the Valencia. All right, we're asking 120 on the Valencia Real. 1648 XF45 Valencia Spanish Real. Cool piece here. Yeah, celebrity joining. Look at that. Good old Krabby Coins. Welcome on in. Hello, Krabby. Yeah, cool piece. Valencia, 1648 Spanish Real. And thank you, CG Collectibles. Let's do this bean money here. I think this might be the heaviest one we've offered today. 13 grams on it. Oops. There we go. Sure, Mamel. I'll grab some of those Judean War Pruta. Yeah, I see them on the table. Yeah, they're in front of me. Yeah, big old chunky bean money here. In a sense, it is. In a sense, all silver coins are just a lump of silver. But yeah, that is basically what it is. Just a lump of a silver alloy. Let's see if I can find a... All right. Here's one of the Jewish War Pruta. 301. 44 start. In the NGC holder. Jewish War Pruta. But yeah, fun historical pieces here. Ancient Judean War. We also have plenty of procurators if people are interested in procurators. Thank you, Watch King. And then we have, basically, plenty of procurators. Agrippa, Festus. We have some Hasmonean Kings type. Yeah, we have some more Jewish War. Here's another one. All right. Goodbye, Isaiah. That's 320. Here's another Jewish War. 66 to 70 AD, Jewish War, Pruta. These ones actually do have the dates, too, in Hebrew. I don't quite remember what the dates are off the top of my head, so I can't read it, but this should be definitely a readable date. I think I'm seeing it quite well, and thank you, Watch King. I'm Well, we probably have a decent amount, but I'm seeing one in front of me, which I'll put right there. And there are probably some others, but they're like all our fruit are just randomly in stacks, so it's kind of hard to tell you like how many off the top of my head. But I'm seeing at least one. If you want, I'll run this one right now. Oh wait, here's another. I'm seeing 3 in front of me right now. You do 40 if we buy them in bulk. Isaiah just left, so I can't really tell you, unfortunately. But yeah, I can't really tell you. Isaiah literally just left because he's the guy I'd have to ask for it. So I'm unfortunately gonna not be able to. But you can. Treasure at Treasure Town is our wholesale like channel. I shouldn't say channel. Is our wholesale email treasure@treasuretown.com, or I think that's what it is. So if you're like ever interested in like wholesaling this sort of stuff, like we do get plenty of them in, and we do wholesale quite a bit. Like that's a major part of our business. So that's really where we'd give a bunch of like bulk discounts, and they are very significant compared to what we ask and whatnot, like our bulk discounts. Let's see. What Hasmonet and Kings type. And then I'll go back to raw stuff. Anyone has any raw requests, feel free to put them in. I'm sure I've been forgetting. Isaiah would know for sure. I think it's treasure@treasuretown.com. But I'm not like 100% sure on that. But that would be the email though. Sure, Ezekiel. I'll try and find that for you. UA 10. 1016. Oh, you want a giveaway? That's great, Jay Dizzle. Yeah, happy to see you winning. 118. Where's that? There it is. Okay, here's the Mexican coin that was requested. Sure, I'll try and remember. If I can remember the email, I'll totally DM it to you. Might even text Isaiah, though it might be a while until he responds. Oh, a little bit of color on this baby. Holding the right lighting gives you some nice color. Look at that. But yeah, fun 1887, silver 25 centavos. We may have RD Hunter. I know we sold a James, I think. That might have been the one you were thinking of. Because we did come across, we found the hammered. So yeah, I think we probably sold it. The only hammered I'm seeing left is this Charles with a hole, which I'll run if anyone's interested right now. Charles with a hole and a little bit of damage in the middle. But yeah, I believe we already ran the James Schilling. But yeah, hold with a bit of damage in the middle, but still cool little King Charles hammered Schilling. Okay. Let's try this Chaton here. Just seeing it on my desk right now. Marley machine type. 5327. Yeah, Marley machine type Chaton here. The reverse here shows the Marley machine, which basically would have been a massive contraption that was meant to pull money out of the Seine River and it basically pumped it, I think, to the fountains of the Palace of Versailles. So it was like a massive like public project that was only, being used to enhance the wealthy at the expense of the common people. Thank you, Gallienus. Let's do this. I suppose so. 0404. Let's do this little Ghaznavid coin. Ibrahim Bilindama. Buck and go on it. Yeah, little Ghaznavid coin, Ghaznavid Empire. They would have been in the Afghan, Pakistan region. But yeah, this is a little Dama here under Ibrahim. Cool little piece. Not the type of stuff we get into often. Basically just brought a group to test out, and I think that was our first group we bought. Small quantity. So yeah, fun testing out group here. Not the type of stuff we see all the time. Yeah, good old Ghaznavid Dama. The knock in the lead on it. Cool little piece, and thank you, the knock. Hope you enjoy. Sure, Ezekiel. Trying to find that. 10, 18, 15. Okay, here's the Canadian coin requested. The Canada George 5, silver 25 cents. We might be running low on jetons. I'm not seeing very many more on my desk. But as far as French coins go, I don't think we had very many coins in general. Yeah, there might be a few medals or jetons left, but we're definitely running low. Like, I'm seeing only one in front of me. And thank you, Dale. Okay, here's a jeton, French jeton here. Yeah, Virat Mori on the reverse here. And then there is Louis the 15th, the obverse. Yeah, cool little jeton. Yeah, this type is believed to have been struck around 1741. I think they came to that based off a mix of I think someone did a dye study on the reverse and came to that conclusion. I could be mixing it up for something else. And thank you on that. Hope you enjoy your jeton. I don't know. Let's do this French medal that features Winston Churchill. The 1900s French medal, part of the Cercle du Bibliophile. Once again, I'm sure I botched that pretty badly. Series. But yeah, blank on the back. But you have Sir Winston Churchill in the front. Then you have Cercle du Bibliophile on the obverse. A cool piece. Large metal. Man, imagine if I was actually good at pronouncing French. That'd be crazy. And thank you, Kid Corrupt. All right. Oh, this is an attractive piece. Duchy of Lithuania coin coming up next. Attractive half-groat. 1703. We're asking 50 on the start, but they're all quite attractive. Sigismund II. And there's the knight on horseback, 1562, date below. But quite an attractive example. Good detail.
Okay. Let's try a Hamburg piece. Medieval Hamburg Hofenig. 17 star on this medieval city of Hamburg,
German states. A cool little Hofenig here. We have fun medieval coin from Germany, medieval Germany, city of Hamburg. Nice little silver piece. So thank you, Gallianos. AE36. Wait. I found another one of those.
Oh, you want one of the buttons? I can grab one of the buttons, try them out. Here's one of the Charles shillings. I think we're good to run this.
They attempted holes on it, but nice little shilling of King Charles I. But yeah, 2 attempted holes, one on the bottom, one on the top. But still, attractive shilling, good portrait, nice full name, attractive coin. And thank you, CG. And here's a button.
Six, 11.
Oh, he didn't upload the buttons. Never mind. It's disappointing. I thought he uploaded the buttons. Let's do this provincial piece, Antoninus Pius. I've seen 24 on this Roman provincial coin of Antoninus Pius from the city of Philopolis in Thrace. We have a nice laureate head of Pius going right. And then you have a warrior here, who some people think that might be Ares. But yeah, nude warrior heading right. You can read the name of the city, Philopolis. And thank you, Always Wondering. Fun piece heading your way. Sure, Ezekiel, I'll take a look. AE42. 106. Huh. Maybe that's in a different spot. Alright, I'm unfortunately not seeing the exact one in front of me. That might be a misupload, but I am seeing some Pruta from the group. Some of the only raw Pruta we have. So we have Herod Agrippa, we have Gratis. Yeah, I guess it's just those two. But I'm not seeing the one that was requested. But I'll run one in the raw Pruta though. Now that I have it. I've pulled it out. Yeah, not seeing the requested one though, unfortunately. This one's a Valerius Gratis here. Would have been procured under Tiberius between 15 and 26 AD. But yeah, you have a palm frond on the one side. The other side is not much left to it, but still. Biblical era Judea, Rome procured his coin. Let's try this Indian Sultan of Delhi. Jalal al-Din Firuz. Jatal here, Bill and Jatal.
Be a low percentage silver, but still very cool design. Like I really like this, the diamond design. Not the type of stuff we see like all the time. There's the back. Yeah, Jalal Fruits are at $1 right now. Yeah, you would have ruled between $12.90 and $12.96. So not a super long reigning guy. And $3 to Always Wandering. Thank you. Let's try one of these Damas here. But yeah, Molten 3-dot series silver Dama. Of course, the 3 dots are referring to the 3 dots like in the middle of the coin. But cool 8th to 9th century AD. Medieval Indian silver. So again, not the type of stuff we get in like all the time. Basically just bought a group to try out and see how they do. But yeah, one of our first times offering these. Very cool piece. But yeah, Medieval India, Empire Molten, and Life. You gonna pick that up at 6. Congratulations. All right. Let's do the Seljuk Durham. Silver Seljuks of Rum Durham. Maswab the second, his first drain. Be a cool little bit of medieval Seljuks of Rome silver, medieval Anatolia, modern day Turkey. Let's try a Swedish coin, or sorry, Norwegian coin. We're asking 19 on this Norwegian coin. 1713 Norwegian coin under King Frederick IV, and silver 8 skilling. All right, if anyone has any requests, feel free to drop them. But yeah, I'm just going to take a second, go stretch my legs really quick. All right. Arcadius? Sure. Probably find Arcadius. Theodosius, Simeon, Diocletian. Fortunately, I'm not seeing any Arcadius in front of me. I checked the stacks in the back and I couldn't quite find them. Felix? Yeah, I can find a Felix. Some Bibulus, Herod. Oh, sure, Jadis, I'll get that too. But yeah, I'll probably take a second here to organize after. Just to get my all our Pruta here in order. But yeah, let me get this anonymous files before I forget, and then I'll try and organize the Pruta, see if I can find what we got. Which one is that? Class E. Okay, are they over here? All right, I'm not seeing the E right now either. It's probably in a weird spot, but yeah, that's too bad. I'll keep my eyes peeled for the E, for sure, but I'll probably should, yeah, spend a minute or two organizing. But yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled for Felix at the Jewish War, and I'll keep my eyes peeled for what other requests? Affordable Pegasus coins. I'm not fully sure. I know we had a Corinthian coin, which will definitely count, but I think it's got sold a few weeks ago. Bibulus Pilot. And that really sucks. I can't really. I'm not finding the Felixes. It's a real shame. Trajan DENARII? Yeah, I definitely know we have a Trajan DENARII. Alright, here's a Trajan. 021. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take a look for that one, Jay Dizzle. Here's one of the Trajans in the NGC holder. But yeah, cool little silver denarius under Emperor Trajan. The 5 good emperors. And let me see if I can find 078. All right, I found 078 at least. And thank you, Shannon. Hope you enjoy that. Oh, wait, no, this is a different 078. Interesting. I didn't realize we had 2. Wait, the 722078 I think it's a Festus, isn't it? Oh no, that's it. All right, I'm so confused. We have so many SKUs going on. Yeah, give me a second, everybody. Let's see if I can organize these slabs, just so I can kind of figure out what's going on. Yeah, I agree. Isaiah is the one who uploads them. Like, we have so many different slabs going on, and like I never am looking at the slabs, so without him here, it's kind of hard to figure out what's what. But yeah, crazy amount of stuff we just have in general on this table. Agrippa. Well, I found I found some gratises. So that's good at least. Yeah, the only Christ files I'm seeing are the ones directly in front of me on the desk. I'm not seeing another stack anywhere. I'll try one of these gratises. Gosh, 150. Alright. 44 on this Velat. Alright, on this gratis Rome Procurator Pruta. But yeah, 15 to 26 AD. Biblical era Pruta. And let me get a giveaway up, just to reward all y'all people for bearing with me. Yeah, new giveaway up. Make sure to enter. But yeah, thanks everyone for bearing with me while I try and get this stuff figured out. try this. Let's do this Jewish. Actually, no. Let's do this Hasmonean Kings right now. Yeah, if I can find the Arcadius, I'll totally run it. Yeah, Hasmonean Kings, Widow's Might. Let's see. If they're below. Worm Dart in the lead on this cool Widow's Might Pruda. Hasmonean Kings Pruda. And thank you, Worm Dart. Which were the ones you were looking for? 488. I think I found them. Yeah, I found the Anonymous Follis. So yeah, drop the other request too. But here's the Class E one. Class E Anonymous Follis. There's the reverse. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Kings of the King. Or I guess, yeah, Jesus, King of Kings. No Christ on there. Just straight Jesus, King of Kings. Oh yeah, I'll get a Felix again for you, Depot. Thank you, Jade Dizzle. I'll scroll up actually. 078. Alright, here's the Class D. A nice looking piece here. It's Christ on the throne. And once again, Christ, King of Kings will be a reverse translation. Yeah, cool. Decent detail in the obverse. Quite a fan of that. I don't know. I guess what? We probably just must have not put ourselves in the ancient coin cover when we created this show. I guess we have like all sorts of coins, right? Like we have ancients, we have plenty of world, we have even a good amount of modern stuff. Thank you, Jay. So that's probably why. Like whoever did it just probably didn't. Just forgot to put it in. Arcadius and Gratis. I'll see if I can find it. Or Felix, sorry. Festus, Gratis, Festus. No problem. Happy to find them for you. Yeah, it's super weird that I can't find the Felixes. Like, I'm able to find everything else. Like, no issue. Festus. That's all yes. Yeah, super weird. Bibulus, Herod, Pilate. Yeah, darn. That's really too bad. Alright. I'll run a few raw stuff. The Aurelius on the bottom? Yeah, I think there are one. Actually, I'll just get a number. I'll run it right now and we'll figure it out together. 58. 139 on the Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius as Caesar. So yeah, he would have been Caesar under Antonius Pius. This is a Caesar issue. We also have Augustus issues that we could have run. Same price as before, 139. But all of them are in the relatively the same condition, so nothing like too different. We don't. Oh, Jonathan rating us. Thank you, Jonathan. Let me give the giveaway. But yeah, we don't really sell the giveaway coins. We technically could, but they're not particularly expensive. So if they like went crazy, we kind of feel a little bad. Yeah, new giveaway up as a thank you to all the raiders, and then we'll do a buck and go Indian here. The raiders in with a nice buck and go. Buck and go. Sultan of Delhi Indian coin. But yeah, Aldin Muhammad. Buck and go on this Bill and Tugani here. Yeah, fun little Bill and coin. Medieval Sultan of Delhi. Yeah, fun pieces. And thank you, Lifey. I'll do an Abbasid. Oh, Lifey, just letting you know, it doesn't look like your payment's going through. But yeah, no worries. You have until the rest of the show. Just try and get that sorted. Yeah, just wanted to let you know. Because obviously, if payment doesn't go through, we won't be able to ship, right? The Abbasid Caliphate already here. This is Air Abu Fath, or Fabl, minted in Haran, which is a slight less common mint. Yeah, library is in the lead on this. Cool Abbasid Caliphate. Yeah, fun little silver dirhams, or dirhams, sorry. Silver dirhams here. And thank you, private library. First purchase, too. Hope you enjoy that. What do I collect? I collect ancients, specifically Roman provincial coins. That's like my main collection. But yeah, Roman provincial bronzes are my main collection. But I have like small sub collections of plenty of other stuff. Louis the 14th Chaton here, bronze Chaton. But yeah, cool little piece here. Gallius is in the lead. We have an aqueduct, and then you have some water flowing through the aqueduct on the back. Yeah, fun little bronze Chaton, and thank you, Gallius. Oh, the broken Himyar coin. Shame it's broken, but it's been a hot second since we've gotten to sell any Himyar coins. Yeah, Himyars have basically been ancient Arabia, kind of like ancient Yemen. Any raw Byzantine, I can take a look. I won't take it out just because I don't want the pieces to get anywhere. But it's in actually decent condition. It's just a shame that it's broken. But yeah, basically ancient Arabia, like Yemen region. Give me a second. Actually, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. I'm not seeing any raw Byzantine, unfortunately. We have some in like other shows, but they don't seem to be showing up in this one. I don't think we do the knock. I think the only Himyar stuff we have is that one coin. I think it's just an old straggler from a old buy. Let's try this Norfolk farthing token, 1664 farthing token here. To James Brockton. You see the I, short for James, and then you have the B for Brockton, and then you have an R in the middle there. Typically, these merchants like they have their wife's name, so the R would probably be the first letter of the wife's name there. And Oblio, thank you. I feel you, Dale. Let's do another one of these Casus here. Mysore Dynasty Elephant Casu. But yeah, Mysore, India, anonymous Woodyer Dynasty, or Woodyar. I'm sure I botched that, but cool elephant though, either way. Elephant coin, always fun getting these little elephant coins in. Very pretty. And there's the reverse. And Alex Bree, congratulations on the giveaway. And Matt, I gonna pick up the elephants for $8. Good pickup there. Very fun. Okay. What was the giveaway? It was a Sultanate of Palembang Tin Petit. So yeah, basically like 1800s Malaysia or Indonesia. I forget exactly where they. Oh, don't bid on this. I ran the wrong coin. Actually, y'all can bid, but I'll see if I can find the coin. But yeah, complete brain fart. 1803. Oh my gosh. All right, I got the coin. Here's the coin right there. If you want to keep it for 7, because I accidentally ran that, but yeah, if you want to keep it for 7, no worries, it's yours. If not, just drop a cancellation request and we'll try and cancel it. But yeah, here's the coin that was accidentally ran. Yeah, just let me know, Bill. Feel free to cancel if you don't want it. If you want to keep it, we'll happily send it to you. Keep, perfect. All right. Here's the actual coin that I meant to run. Any more elephant? I can take a look. 1919, Silver Canada, George V, 25 cents here. Yeah, I think I'm not too confident on my memory for how pure they are, but thank you, Dale. Yeah, any more elephants? Yes, we do. Oh my, that's nice. We'll do one more elephant here. Let's hope we don't get washed too bad on them. Let's see what we're starting. Yeah, buck and go on this big old elephant here. Krishna Raja Whittier III. Be a cool elephant here. Bit of a larger coin, and then you have 20 cash, XX cash. You can see on the bottom line. Yep, nice little elephant coin. And the Mysore, princely state of Mysore in India, or state of Mysore. Always wandering in the lead on this cool elephant here. Sure did a Dizzle. Number 79. I'll get that for you. And congrats on that one, always wondering. Alright, here you go, J Dizzle. Class D anonymous Christ falls. You've Christ on the throne. Looks like it's been overstruck. Seems. Actually, I can't quite tell if that's on a B or not. I want to say it's overstruck on a Class B, but totally could be like a C also. But yeah, Christ follows Class D, and thank you, J Dizzle. You know what? Let's do this chunky Indian coin. Sounds fun. But 20-gram Indian coin. Very chunky piece. Classic piece of Indian copper. Salt in the deli, buck and go. On this very chunky 20-gram coin. Extremely thick too. Yeah, nice and heavy. For all our big, heavy copper lovers, this is a good coin for you. Yeah. Under Islam Shah. Under, these are Sultanate of Delhi. Historically, they're also go by the Sur Empire of this period. And thank you, Always Wondering. All right. Oh, Portuguese 20 reais. $1884 Portugal coin under Luis the First. Yeah, Portugal copper coin, 1884, 1800s Portugal. And thank you, Oblio. All right. I'm probably going to end at 6 p.m. Central, which will be in 4 minutes here. So if anyone has any final requests or just type of stuff you want to see, just let me know and I'll try and get it for y'all. Try another one of these. I haven't seen any of the Arcadius, unfortunately, so I don't think I'll be able to find any. Lifey. Yeah. If you ask next time, like our next Whatnot show, we'll probably be able to find some. Just because Isaiah will be here again. Kanda? You sure I can find some Kanda? And Trajan. I'll totally be able to grab a Trajan for you. But yeah, high bullet money, 1/8 Bach. Yeah, quite unique, these pieces. Yeah, fun little silver bullet money. Not the type of stuff you see like every day, or at least that we get in every day. Basically, we bought a large group of this. Class A or B anonymous, totally. I'll be able to get that. And yeah, I'll grab a Canada too. And yeah, let me get a Trajan also. I don't think we have any Nervas, unfortunately. All right. Yeah, I'll start with a Trajan. I'll try and get all the requests that have been dropped. All right. Here's a Trajan. Last game. Let's drop it for y'all. One of the last laps of the show started a little bit lower. All right, so you want Class A or C? You're saying metaphysics? Yes? Okay, perfect. I'll be able to find some for you. And thank you, The Knock, picking up the Trajan. Okay. Here's a Class C. I can take a look. I don't think we have any Legionary DENARII, unfortunately. Yeah, here's a Class C, Anonymous Phallus, 367. Yeah, nice Christ portrait, Christ standing. Sure, Lifey, I'll try and get another one before. But yeah, basically, I'm just going to go through, do all the requests or all the ones I can find, and then we'll find someone to raid at this point. Yeah, I'll just get all the requests, though, that we can get. Thank you, Meta. All right, what else did I miss? Oh, Canada, yes. No, let's do a couple Canada. Let's do another one of these lots here. Abbasid, sure, I'll grab an Abbasid also. 10, 18, 31. Yeah, a lot of 3 Canadian silver coins. 3 was a lie. A lot of 4 Canadian silver coins. Buy 3, get 1 free. But yeah, 4 Canadian silver coins, 2.25 cents, 45 and 42. I don't think we have any princely rupees, unfortunately. And then you have 2 dimes. Thank you, Dale. All right. What else did I miss? Oh yeah, Widow's Mites. Sure, I'll grab a Widow's Mite, but let me get that requested coin if I forget. 53.46. States of Brittany Jeton. No, unfortunately, I don't think I'm seeing that States of Brittany Jeton. We'll have more next show for sure. Unless this is it. No. Doesn't seem. Yeah, I'm not seeing that States of Brittany one, unfortunately. We'll have more Jetons next show. So maybe one will show up there. I didn't see any Felixes. That was really unfortunate. Herod or Festus? Yes, we have both. I can, if you want, I can run both Herod and Festus, Ethan. But if there's only one you'd prefer over the other, I can just grab one of them. Yeah, here's an Abbasid. Yeah, Harun al-Rashid, Abbasidurum. See date 180 on Muhammadiyah, which would have been previously known as Al-Ray, as the city, like during earlier periods. Be a major hub. And thank you, Hippie Dylan. Okay, grab a Herod. Okay, here's a Herod Pruda. 659. Oh, 59. Okay, Herod the Great Pruda. There we go. Yeah, Caduceus in between the two cornucopiae. And then you have the anchor on the reverse. Yeah, King Herod the Great, Pruda in the NGC holder. Yeah, fun stuff. Of course, a very historic ruler. Successful in his sense, but also biblical. Ethan in the lead. Let me grab a Festus too before I forget. And thank you, Ethan. First purchase, congratulations. I hope you enjoy that. Okay, here's the Festus. One, two, one. Yeah, it had a good look to it. Definitely an above average one from the group. Yeah, here's the Festus Pruda. Palm frond on the one side, and then you have the wreath citing Nero in Greek within the wreath. But yeah, Porcius Festus would have been a Roman procurator under Nero. That's why he's citing him. But all these are struck in 59 AD. And thank you, Ethan. All right. Let's see what other requests there were. Yeah, last drew of that higher end stater I wasn't able to find, unfortunately. I'll see if I can locate it before the next show, but it's possible it's just like in a different box that we don't have in front of us. All right. Someone, yeah, you asked for another one of these box, so let me pull that out. Oh, 85. Anonymous Follis. I think these were the last two requests I have in front of me. If there was one anyone else wanted that I didn't address, feel free to drop it. Just remind me and I'll try and get it. But yeah, here's the bullet money here. And then I have your the anonymous Follis that was requested. Yeah, Thai bullet money, 1/8 spot. I don't know if I'm able to. Oh my gosh, I dropped it. Grabbed the eBay stuff today. That might have to be like a next show thing. Yeah, I wasn't able to find it. The Felix's. Like I was able to find everything else, but it's just not that one procurator, which is super weird. And letting you know again, Lifey, that your payment isn't quite going through. So hopefully you can get that figured out before the end of the show. Otherwise, we won't be able to ship, just because we're not allowed to ship if we didn't get payment. Oh, it's fixed? Oh, perfect. Yeah, I see that. Great. 085. All right. Here's the Class D that was requested. Be a Christ enthroned, sitting on the throne, and then Jesus, King of Kings. It's the translation. Yeah, fun anonymous phallus. Cool Christ phallus and the Christ NGC holder. And thank you, Jay Dizzle. And what else? Some nice copper jetons. I'll take a look, see if I can find one. I might actually be able to grab an eBay coin, just like as the last coin. WY21. I got a brass one here. Not seeing any of the coppers in that group, but I found a brass. Oh wait, here's a copper. That's pretty good. 160. But yeah, I'm always happy to hook you up. That's all the request. But I can go on this jeton here. We have I don't think we do. The only gambling stuff we have are the what's it called? The mother of pearl tokens. But I don't think we have any other gambling tokens. Be a copper jeton here from Nuremberg. HK Hans Krawinkel. That's referring to be a cool 1601 jeton. Basically showing the death of Musikreta, which I believe, yeah, I think he turned into a tree. So maybe I'm mistaken. I might be getting mistaken about who he was. But thank you, though, Gem. And then I'll run a brass jeton here. Or maybe porcelain. Oh, it's those types. Yeah, I don't think we have any inventoried right now. We might have a few like in our inventory that we haven't gotten ready. But yeah, I don't know if we have any like in shows. But here's a brass jeton. The Lore Merchant Community. But cool 17th century jeton here. Oblio's in the lead on this nice brass jeton, and thank you. All right. Do you want me to find that coin, Druid, from the eBay? Because if you do, I can grab it. Any more Mysore? I can, yeah, we have a couple more. I can run one more. Yeah, if you want Druid, I can grab that coin. Nope. Yes, or you can wait. All right, I'll grab that as like a last coin. I'll get all the requests that are coming in. Let's do this Tipu Sultan from Mysore. Mysore Elephant, Tipu Sultan. Very famous ruler. 24. German. I'll see if I can find some German. And yeah, I'll get that too, coin pleb. This is actually quite nice. The detail on it, I mean, the condition is pretty good. Be a nice elephant. Under Tipu Sultan. These ones were minted in Kalikabad, which I think is a less common mint. Well, I don't know this theory super well, so I couldn't fully tell you. Yeah, cool elephant coin, though, from Tipu Sultan, Kingdom of Mysore. Texas Alligator in the lead on this cool Tipu Sultan 1/4 Paisa. And thank you, Texas Alligator. All right. I'll see if I can find your request coin pleb. AE79 603. Oh yes, here we go. Coin Club, here's the requested piece. Small little test cut on it. Tarsus Stater here. $139 start on this BC Greek Stater. But yeah, you can kind of see the horse right there, top of the horse, and you can see the satrap. And then there's the kneeling hoplite. Little test cut, nothing too major. But yeah, cool little BC Stater. I was not Jumbra. But yeah, we technically, in better shape, we have the most expensive one, which I was not able to find. That is definitely in better shape. And then we have another one, which I'm not actually seeing in front of me right now. But I know there is another one lying around in slightly better shape. But it's also, I think, a little more. But yeah, here's the other one, if you're interested. But yeah, this one's no test cut, slightly better shape. But I think it's a little more expensive, too. No, the best I was not able to find. Great, all right. I'll try and get that eBay coin for you, Last Druid. And then I think while I'm getting it ready, if anyone has any more requests, just drop them, and we'll wrap this show on up. 2025. All right. Here's the eBay coin. It's going to take me a second to get it uploaded, but we're going to be able to do 20% off the eBay, which would start at. Give me 1 second. Check what that make it. Say around 150. Should be right. Yeah, should be around 150. 20% off. So that's where we'll start it at. Okay, give me 1 second though. Get this uploaded. Some money. All right, great. Looks like I just got it uploaded. I'm gonna start at 150. Yeah, pulled from the eBay. And here we go. Yeah, Choice VF Carrion Dram. Nice coin. CG Collectibles in the lead. Druid taking it back. Yeah, Choice very fine. Isle of Rhodes. And thank you, Druid. Hope you enjoy that piece. Yeah, I think I saw the few more requests come in. So I'll get them, and then we'll wrap up the show and find someone to raid. All right, Brittany Jaton. 44. I was not able to find any for that one in particular. They kind of got all like mixed up, but I did find a different Jaton. I could run another 2 beer stand, yes. But here's a different Jaton. This one is a Mayor Dijon. Jean-Pierre Mayor Dijon. That would be his crest, like his family crest on the one side. Then you have the crown of Dijon, 1733, silver chaton, gem in the lead. All right, thank you, Jen. Yeah, I mean, we can sell some more Widow's Mites. They're all graded. But yeah, a bunch of graded Widow's Mites, all various types. Hasmonite and Kings, I think, are the cheapest. And then we have some procurators, too. If you have like a specific thing you want, just let me know. Let me get this Coin Pub one. That was a nice one. I'm not sure. I wasn't seeing any more copper jetons, unfortunately. There might be some more, but I just wouldn't know the SKUs off the top of my head. 35, 50. But here's the Tabira stand again. But yeah, Tabira stand, anonymous governors, anonymous Abbasid governors. Nice coins here. All as per usual, quite high grade. Good luster on it. And thank you, Jem. And then I'll run this Widow's Mite that I put in front. I think these are around the cheapest we have. These Hasmonite and King types. And then after this, assuming I don't see any more requests come in, I'll find someone to raid. Yeah, Widow's Mite here. Hasmonite and King's Widow's Mite. Sure, I can grab a Marcus Aurelius DENARII. We do have pilots. I think they're all going to be at 200. Actually, most of them are going to be at 200. The fines. We have some VGs that'll be cheaper. I don't know what they'll be off the top of my head. And the Christ coins, I want to say they're like 40s. Don't fully quote me on that. The VGs were 179. Yeah. I'll try this Christ coin. I do get permission to drop this a little from the start. This will probably be the cheapest I'm able to run one of them. But yeah, I think this is the cheapest I'm able to run one of these Christ follows. But class A2/A3, Jesus Christ King of Kings would be the translation. Yeah, Rudd Cross in the lead. Sure, Mill. I'll be able to find that. First purchase. Thank you, Rudd Cross. Yeah, let me grab a Marcus Aurelius. Do you have a preference between like a Caesar issue or Augustus issue, Mill, for the Marcus Aurelius? Or is just Marcus Aurelius in general fine? But here's a Pius in the meantime. But yeah, Antonius Pius here. Oh, that's a fun temple reverse. I feel bad, Depot. I'll make sure I can figure out where they're at before next show. Like, don't worry, I'll get you your Felix for sure. But yeah, just not this show, unfortunately. But yeah, did you have a preference, Mill, between as Caesar or an Augustus one for the Marcus? Because here's an Augustus one, and here's that as Caesar. If you don't have a preference, I'll just run this one. Augustus preferably? All right. 630. All right, we're asking 139 on the Marcuses. Yeah, Marcus Aurelius as Augustus. But yeah, Fundinarius, of a very popular emperor, one that everyone seems to love. I'll grab one more Marcus as Augustus after. And thank you, Druid. I'll run one more while I have them out. 6, 4. Be another one as Augustus. And thank you, Mill. All right. What was the other one? I'm looking for Trajan. Yes, I'll get a Trajan too. Oh, we have a Dram. It's funny. All right, here's the Trajan. Oh, yeah, I'll get you Pius also. 20. Be at 80 on the Trajan. Looks like Fortuna on the reverse with the rudder and cornucopia seated left. And let me find a good Pius for you. And thank you, Mel. And let me find out, yeah, I'll get a good Pius and we'll call it. All right. $51. All right, here's a Pius. Another Trajan? Yeah, I can find another Trajan. And I can get a Jewish war piece, Red Cross. We don't have any shekels to tire. Yeah, no problem. I'm always happy to hook people up. And yeah, Quantum, I couldn't really tell you. If you wait until this weekend, Christian will be here. I think we'll still be on Whatnot, but we're just running like shows on other places too that I'm not allowed to say. But I think Christian is a fan of Whatnot, so I think long term that would still be like in the books. Yeah, here's another Trajan. Yeah, once again, looks like Fortuna on the reverse. Actually, no, I don't think so. That might be Equitas. All right, Jewish War. Let's see which one's nicer. I guess this is a little better, I think. Here's the Jewish War. We don't have that many Jewish War left right now, but yeah, Jewish War, Pruda, and the NGC slab. Yeah, rugged cross and the lead on it. Any Egyptian coins? I don't think so, Brian. I'm not. Yeah, nothing's really coming to mind. All right. Sure, Coin Club, I'll get that. Oh, wait, no, that's the... Yeah, Coin Club. That's the nice one that we weren't able to find. The nice stater. I'll make sure I figure out where it's at before our next show. But yeah, this show, just, yeah, consider it as like not in inventory. Just kind of like disregard it. We don't have any with grades on them, Druid. But they're all without grades. I don't think so, Steven. I'm just scrolling up, make sure I didn't miss any final requests before I find someone to raid. O2? Yeah. I get O2. Wait, where'd that go? See ya. All right, here's O2. I'll try this one out. Tarsus Stater here. With the satrap on the horse. Yeah, you can see the horse and the satrap riding. And there's your hoplite. Yeah, I can grab another Trajan if you want. Yeah, I'll try. I got to wrap up soon. All right, it's starting to get late here. We'll do this Trajan. And I'll find one coin to buck and go, like a fun coin to buck and go, and then we'll raid someone. Yeah, Trajan Denarius in the NGC slab. Looks like victory on the reverse. Yeah, Druid in the lead on this. 3. Yeah, Druid and Balbuski in the lead. You know what? I think I can coin pleb. I'll take a look through all of our Marcuses. And thank you, Lost Druid. All right, which one is nicer? All right. We don't have any that are like crazy nice, but in my opinion, I'll let you take a choice. This one, in my opinion, is the nicer, nicest as Caesar, if you want a Caesar issue. This one, in my opinion, is the nicest posthumous issue. And then, in my opinion, this one's the nicest as Augustus issue. I believe they're all at the same price. So let me know which one you want, and I'll run it for you. The Caesar? Okay. Reverse? Yeah, of course. There you go. And thank you, Coin Pleb. All right, cool. One more coin. It's going to be this big silver medal. I'm actually going to remove these so I can get the scale on flat. We're going to do a live weighing of the metal. It's at least 90%. I remember testing it on the Sigma, and they're positive at 90. There you go. 41.7 grams on it. But yeah, we're going to buck and go it. Last piece of the day. Big silver medal. 41.7 grams. And it was definitely at least 90% pure. It was positive at 90% on the Sigma. But buck and go. There we go. Louis Philippe. And there's the reverse. Chamber des Disputes, session 1839. Yeah, cool, large metal, 40 grams basically, at least 90% silver purity. Nice relief too. on the Luis Felipe bust. We're well below melt right now. Gemini might get a real steal. But I think Isaiah was saying like melt was around 80 on these. I don't quite remember. That seems about right. And good pickup there. $50 on that. On the cool silver medal. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy that first pickup. But yeah, I'm going to find someone to raid. And I hope everyone has a good night now. Okay, let's see. Who's a good raid? Oh, Boardwalk's on. Let's raid Boardwalk. But yeah, hope everyone enjoys their night. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.